Have you ever wondered how to attract more birds to your backyard? Birds, with their bright colors and sweet songs, can bring life and vibrancy to any outdoor space. But beyond their beauty, they play a vital role in our environment, helping to control pests and pollinating plants. Whether you're a seasoned bird watcher or just someone who enjoys the simple pleasure of a morning chorus, attracting birds to your garden can be a rewarding endeavor. In this video, we're going to explore the top 10 ways to make your backyard more appealing to our feathered friends. From providing the right food to creating safe habitats, each tip will bring you one step closer to creating your own backyard bird sanctuary. And who knows, you might even discover a new favorite pastime in bird watching. So if you're ready to transform your backyard into a bird sanctuary, let's dive into our countdown. Starting our countdown at number 10, we have bird feeders. A staple for any bird-friendly garden, bird feeders come in a myriad of shapes and sizes, each designed to attract a specific type of feathered friend. For instance, tube feeders are perfect for small seed-eating birds like finches and sparrows, while platform feeders attract a wider variety, from cardinals to jays. Suet feeders, on the other hand, are a favorite among woodpeckers and nuthatches. But it's not just the type of feeder that matters. The food you fill it with is equally important. Black oil sunflower seeds are a universal favorite, but don't shy away from experimenting with suet, nectar, or mealworms to draw a diverse crowd. In essence, your bird feeder is like a dinner invitation, and the menu you offer can greatly influence who shows up. Remember, the type of feeder and food you choose can determine which birds you'll attract. Moving on to number 9, providing water sources is a great way to attract birds. Now, you might be wondering, why water? Well, birds need water just as much as they need food. Water is essential for them to drink and to bathe in. Yes, you heard right. Birds bathe too. They need to keep their feathers clean to fly efficiently. A simple bird bath or a fancy water fountain can serve the purpose. Remember, the water source should be shallow, no more than 2 to 3 inches deep. Birds prefer to wade into the water rather than dive in. Also, keep the water fresh and clean. Stagnant or dirty water can spread diseases among birds, and we definitely don't want that. Place these water sources in a quiet, safe spot in your garden, preferably near some shrubs or trees. This can provide the birds with a quick escape route from predators. A clean, fresh water source can turn your garden into a bird paradise. At number 8 on our list, we have nest boxes. These charming little structures offer many benefits to our feathered friends. They provide a safe haven away from predators and adverse weather conditions. Nest boxes are like the cozy apartments of the bird world, and birds are more likely to settle in your backyard if they find these available. But here's the kicker. Not all nest boxes are created equal. Different bird species have different preferences when it comes to their homes. For example, a bluebird might prefer a small cozy box, while a barn owl would need something more spacious. So, when you're choosing or building a nest box, consider the types of birds you want to attract. You can even go a step further and add some nesting materials like twigs or soft grass to make these boxes even more appealing. By providing a safe place for birds to nest, you're more likely to attract a variety of species. Number 7 on our countdown is creating natural habitats. Now you might wonder, what does that mean? Well, it's all about making your backyard feel like home to our feathered friends. Think of it as interior decorating, but for birds. Replicating a bird's natural habitat can do wonders in attracting more birds to your space. This involves incorporating native plants and trees that local birds are accustomed to. These plants not only provide food resources, but also nesting and roosting sites. Imagine a robin bobbing around your backyard, pulling at a worm beneath the shade of an oak tree, or a hummingbird hovering, sipping nectar from a vibrant native flower. These are scenes that could come alive in your very own backyard. By bringing in a piece of their natural environment, you're sending a warm, inviting message to the birds. It's like saying, "This place feels like home." Go native with your plant choices and watch as more birds visit your backyard. Number 6 on our countdown, avoid using pesticides in your garden. Pesticides may seem like a quick solution to pesky pests, but they can also be harmful to our feathered friends. Many common pesticides are toxic to birds, causing anything from mild discomfort to severe illness or even death. Beyond direct harm, pesticides can also disrupt the food chain. Birds feed on insects and other small creatures, many of which are affected by these chemicals. This means that a garden sprayed with pesticides is like an empty restaurant to a bird. Moreover, pesticides can contaminate water sources, making it unsafe for birds to drink or bathe in. This can further deter them from visiting your yard. Instead of using pesticides, consider natural pest control methods, such as encouraging beneficial insects or using plants that repel pests. Remember, a garden that's good for the environment is also good for the birds. A pesticide-free garden is a bird-friendly garden. Halfway through our countdown at number 5 is providing year-round food. Now, as the seasons change, so do the needs of our feathered friends. During the spring and summer months, birds have a bounty of natural resources. But when winter rolls around, food can become scarce. This is when your backyard can become a critical lifeline. By providing a consistent food source, you can attract a variety of bird species. And if you're lucky, you might even get to see some rare winter visitors. It's important to remember, though, not all bird food is created equal. Different birds have different dietary needs, so consider offering a mix of seeds, suet, and even fruit to cater to a wider range of species. Remember, consistency is key. If birds know they can rely on your backyard for a meal, they'll keep coming back. Keep your feeders full and you'll have birds visiting all year round. At number 4 on our countdown, we have birdhouses. A birdhouse is more than just a decorative garden feature. It serves as a safe, secure, and cozy space for birds to nest, especially during harsh weather conditions. Providing a birdhouse in your backyard can attract a variety of birds, from colorful songbirds to charming little sparrows. There are different types of birdhouses available, each designed to accommodate different species of birds. For instance, a bluebird house is designed with a small entrance to keep out larger predators, while a purple martin house has multiple compartments for a community of birds to dwell. But remember, placement is key. Birds prefer houses that are quiet, shaded, and away from high traffic areas. So place your birdhouse strategically to maximize the chances of it being occupied. And there you have it. A birdhouse can provide a safe and cozy space for birds in your backyard. Up next, we delve into the third tip on our countdown. Coming in at number 3 on our countdown is offering a variety of food. Birds are just like us in many ways, one of which is their preference for a diverse diet. Different species of birds have varying dietary needs and preferences. Some birds, like the woodpeckers, are insectivores and love a meal of grubs or beetles. On the other hand, you have the frugivores like robins who can't resist a juicy apple or a ripe berry. Then there are the granivores like sparrows and finches who feast on seeds and grains. And let's not forget the omnivores like crows who will eat just about anything. By providing a smorgasbord of food options, you cater to a wider variety of bird species. This could be achieved by setting up different types of feeders, each filled with a specific type of food. By offering a variety of food, you're likely to attract a variety of birds. Just missing the top spot at number 2 is providing a quiet and safe environment. Birds, like us, crave a sense of security and tranquility. Imagine yourself as a bird, soaring high above, in search of a place to rest, feed, or perhaps even call home. What are you looking for? A peaceful spot, free from the hustle and bustle, where you can let your guard down. That's exactly what birds desire. A quiet backyard becomes a sanctuary for birds, a place they can rely on for their basic needs. It's essential to minimize disturbances, such as loud noises or heavy foot traffic. And what about our dear furry friends? While we love our pets, they can pose a threat to these delicate creatures. If possible, keep pets indoors or always supervised when outside. Creating a bird-friendly environment isn't just about food and shelter, it's also about providing a serene haven where they feel safe. A quiet and safe environment is key to attracting and keeping birds in your backyard. And finally, the most effective tip for attracting birds to your backyard is at number 1, plant native trees and shrubs. Now, you might wonder why specifically native plants? Well, native trees and shrubs have evolved in your location over thousands of years, and local bird species have done the same. They've formed a symbiotic relationship with these plants, relying on them for food, nesting sites, and shelter. Native plants offer a buffet of seeds, berries, and insects, which are primary food sources for birds. They also provide much-needed cover from predators and harsh weather conditions. Furthermore, native plants are generally hardier and require less maintenance, since they're adapted to local soil and climate conditions. They're a sustainable choice, requiring less water and no chemical fertilizers or pesticides. So by opting for native species, not only do you attract a variety of birds, but you also contribute to the conservation of local flora and fauna. By planting native trees and shrubs, you're creating the perfect environment for birds in your backyard.